start with the song, with the hottest record in the world. So we're about to play a track now. Can you tell us about, well, first of all, what's it called?
Oh, well, the song is called What a Day, which always, whenever I say it, always find, I seem to have a kind of posher English accent. What a day.
What a day.
I did a little liner for a Mexican thing the other day, and it was really difficult to say it without putting on an accent.
Yeah. It's when you overthink it, isn't it? And then it all sounds strange. And can I ask, in the kind of chronology, when did lockdown hit, and how did that affect this, if at all?
Well, yeah, lockdown was right at the very end. So it's been funny, that people I played the record to, they feel like the title kind of alludes to, this time, this pause, this.
Right, of course, yeah.
We're going through right now, and it was kind of all pretty much, well, not done and dusted by then. We kind of got the last flight out of America when they closed down. So, wow. In terms of the timeline, we were escaping and sort of hibernating, and then we've been sat on the record for quite a long time, to be honest. It's been difficult to know what to do with it.
And how have you been, like, personally, not going anywhere for near on a year?
I've been okay. Yeah, I've been surviving, sort of keeping myself busy. I think it's a difficult time, isn't it? But I think just kind of focusing on day-to-day stuff, really. We live out in the countryside, so kind of spending a bit of time outdoors. Been very fortunate,
yeah. And I mean, you said you didn't really know what to do with the album, but we can announce it now. You can tell us about it, right, for the first time.
Oh yeah. There's an album coming. It's there's a new record called Collections from the Whiteout, and I think it's due sort of end of March.
Okay, great. So quite soon. It's not long to wait at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be able to share a bit of music, and well, like you were saying earlier, have a bit of purpose.
Okay, so this is our hottest record in the world. Loads to talk about, but let's just start by playing it. You're going to hear it twice. This is your first play. It's Ben Howard and What a Day. There you go. That was What a Day from Ben Howard. He is here joining us live tonight for our hottest record in the world. Ben, lovely to be able to play that. Already there's so much to talk about. It feels notably different from Noonday Dream. It's kind of lighter, it's breezier. Your vocals seem more kind of exposed in a way compared to some of the songs on the last album. Let's start at the beginning, if that's okay. After Noonday Dream, after you toured that, what happened next?
Well, I mean, it was quite a while ago now. I think, the sort of writing process for this record was so scattered, and I was moving around quite a lot. We were living in Paris for a while, and living in the UK, and then ended up just moving around so much, and didn't really have a kind of body of work or anything. Had really kind of cluttered writings, and then ended up going out to New York and working with Aaron Dessner on this record, and it was kind of there that we really started piecing it together. I went there with a few very loose ideas, I suppose.
And what prompted that collaboration? Because you've never really done that before, have you?
No, it's certainly something different for me. I don't know, it felt like I needed a change, I needed a challenge, and I think with Noonday, when you're, all the production and everything we took on ourselves, and sometimes you start picking at yourself a bit too much because you've kind of made too many decisions. So it was nice to kind of give someone a bit of a free rein and sit there with a guitar and go, well, I've got this. Does this constitute a song? It was a really fun process. And you had different players as well on this album. Yeah, I mean, it was recorded over a long period of time. So we got had a great opportunity to kind of invite some new people on. Kate from This Is the Kit features. We had Yusuf Days turned up in Paris to play some drums, which is incredible, and then a whole host of people. James from Big Thief. It was nice to have the time, We didn't feel like we were making a record, so we had a lot of time to sort of invite people to kind of throw some stuff at it and see what really what fit the mold, and yeah.
So that's interesting, saying that you didn't think that you were making a record at that time. At what point did it start feeling like a body of work that you could release?
Yeah, well, kind of. It's when people start phoning you. That's when it starts becoming a record. And they're like, "Have you done anything?" And you're like, "Yeah, we've got something." So yeah, kind of probably halfway through, I'd been to and fro from New York a few times, and then you start getting your teeth into it, and you realise that some of the songs fit together. Maybe there's a theme, and I mean, my experience of it is whenever you find a theme in a record and
sure,
you find something you're chasing, is never what the record turns out to be. And I think with the big gaps in recording, it ended up writing all sorts of different songs. So
right, so there's not any kind of overarching themes. It's more just vignettes, kind of.
Yeah, vignettes, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think that's why we ended up going with the title "Collections from the Whiteout." It felt like collections. It felt like all these scattered little things that I found interesting.
And how was working with Aaron? You as you say, you kind of took it all on yourself before. You've always had a kind of close-knit band. How was it having someone else bring in their ideas to the fold?
Yeah, I mean, he's such a special guy. He's highly musical, and I think the big kind of collaborative element, and I mean, when we realised it was going to work, was you see in the way he approaches music, and the freedom he has in terms of throwing things together and putting stuff down, and it was just a real pleasure. Great person to hang out with, and we just had fun making it, to be honest.
Did it change the way that you approach your music, do you think?
Yeah, I think it did. It was, just to be a bit looser and a bit freer. Maybe that comes with, again, not having a clear path to make a record, but
right.
Certainly, certainly helped.
Well, we're going to play the song again now for the second time. It's called What a Day. Ben Howard, what a pleasure to see you and to speak to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on. Cheers, Annie.